Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. Today we got to see a new look at the 2021 Matt Reeves Batman film ahead of the DC Fandom event this Saturday, where we're going to hopefully see a trailer for the movie. I'm not expecting much, but I think we will see a short teaser. That being said, we got to see the logo for the film today, as well as a new animated poster, which gives us another look at the Batsuit. Now, for those of you who do not know, I love Batman. He is my favorite comic book character of all time. One of my favorite characters in general. I think there's just so much to him. I think he's got the best rogues gallery of villains. I think he has the most interesting and iconic location of any comic book character. Gotham City just has so many really, unique places within it. The Iceberg Lounge, Ace Chemicals, Arkham Asylum. There's so many places that are original, and it's not just like, us looking at New York City or whatever. You have the really, really cool Gothic architecture, the neon lights. There's just so much about Batman I love. And I feel like Matt Reeves is going to do a really good job with that. But I grew up watching Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series. I even grew up watching the Joel Schumacher films, which, as bad as they are, Batman Forever is my most nostalgic Batman film, to be honest. Not my favorite, but most nostalgic. Dark Knight Trilogy is my favorite movie trilogy of all time. So yeah, there's a lot about Batman that I love. And I think Matt Reeves is going to just do a perfect job, because to me, the two Planet of the Apes films he did, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes, had the absolute perfect tone for a Batman movie. They're very serious films, but they're not too dark, right? Like, the darkness of those movies, the seriousness doesn't overshadow everything else in the film, which was one of my problems with Zack Snyder's vision for Batman. I think Batman, well, he looked really cool, and I actually liked Ben Affleck in the role. I think the problem with that Batman was he kills people without any explanation, and he uses guns, which no matter if they give us an explanation or not, that's something I just can't get past, because that just goes against the character of Batman. So I think Matt Reeves is just going to be great, because I think everything he's told us about his vision for the Batman so far is exactly what I want. I love that it's going to be really oriented around that whole idea that Batman is a detective, because that's something that, well, it's been in the movies a little bit in the past. That's never been something that was a main focus of any Batman film, the detective aspect, and that's something that this movie is going to be focusing on, and I love that. I think Robert Pattinson is really good casting. I was, a bit apprehensive at first when he was announced, but over time I've grown to accept it. I think he was incredible in The Lighthouse. I'm seeing Tenet on Wednesday, so I'll get to see him in a serious film where he's not, really crazy and over the top like he was in The Lighthouse, so we'll see how he is there, but I think he's going to do a really good job, and I can't wait to see, how he is as the Batman. But yeah, anyways, speaking of the stuff we got today, we got to see the logo, which I think looks fantastic. I love the red text. It's just great in my opinion. It looks so sharp and amazing. It really embodies the Batman in my opinion. It's not like rounded text or anything like that. It's sharp. It's serious like it should be. I think it looks great. I also love that the text is kind of like longer. I know it's a weird thing to bring up, but that's just something I always think of whenever I see Batman logos. I usually think of the longer text. So I think it looks great. I love the kind of rough texture it has with all the lines and the scratch marks. And the bat symbol. This is our first time we've actually seen a bat symbol for the Matt Reeves Batman movie that actually has ears on it. So that's nice to see for once. But yeah, really awesome logo. And then, the thing that actually gets me the most excited personally is the poster. I think it's a really cool animated poster, but I think that Batsuit, again, it is just an animated, drawing of the suit, but I think it looks so awesome. If this suit looks exactly like that in the movie, I have a feeling it's going to be my favorite Batsuit. It's exactly what I want. I'm someone who really loves the armored Batsuit look of Batman Arkham Knight. That's my favorite adaptation of the Batsuit of all time. I just love that, the way when Batman moves, you see the armor plates kind of shift. It just feels so militarized and really awesome looking. And that's something that we saw in the teaser for this movie, a couple months ago when we got to see our first look of the Batsuit. We saw the armor, moving like that. So I think that's going to be something that's in this suit, in this adaptation of Batman. I really like that about it. The three common complaints I've heard about this Batsuit: the symbol not having ears, which, like I said, I think they will add the ears eventually in the movie. I feel like this is going to be a suit that gets upgraded as the film goes on. The other complaint I've heard is the gauntlets, which they are big, and I can understand that complaint. They don't personally bother me that much, but I do agree that they're big. But the other one, the one that I had myself, was the cowl. And I think it was just to do with the ears. The ears look really stupid in my opinion, and just really dumb. But when you really think about it, the image that we saw, the image that everybody saw about the Batsuit, was coming from a stunt double. The stunt doubles always have, suits that just look dumb when you actually get a still photo of them, right? Because when the stunt doubles are playing these characters, they're running around, they're doing the action sequences, they're like a blurred mess on screen, so you can't really see the face of the actor, or really a great look at the suit. So when I see, those images of the behind the scenes, and I thought to myself, oh wow, that looks really bad. Again, I don't think that's an accurate adaptation. He's not wearing a cape. He has the motion capture thing on him, so you tell they're going to be digitally replacing his face. So, I don't know. I'm not worried about the look of the suit. I think this Saturday, right, when we get to see the next look of the Batman, I think they probably will finally show us a real good look at Robert Pattinson in the Batsuit, and I'm hoping it hits home. I think it will. I think it's going to be a really good suit. If this image tells me anything, it's that it's going to really look badass. We did see more of an accurate look at it, I would say, when we got that photo of the Batmobile, where you can kind of see Batman in the background, and I really liked how it looked there. As far as the Batmobile goes, I wasn't entirely sold on it, and I'm still not. I think the back of it looks really sick, where you have all those red lights. That part of it, I think, looks awesome. But just from the front end, it kind of just looks like a generic muscle car, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm hoping the doors also open up in a unique way, because whenever Batman gets into the Batmobile, it's either, the doors lifting up on the side, or it's like the top coming off. If it's just like a regular door that opens up, I think that's going to look kind of stupid. I know FlickPick brought that up when he talked about the Batmobile design. But yeah, so there are some things with this movie that I'm a little bit, not necessarily worried about, but kind of just like intrigued by. I'm kind of wondering how they're going to turn out in the film, just based on what we've seen. But if there's anything, I think the Batmobile is going to sound sick. The sound designer said it's gonna be really awesome, and that's one aspect I'm hoping it's going to be, just roaring down the streets super loud. But yeah, DC fandom. I mean, I'm really excited for the event. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of really cool things. The Batman is by far the thing I'm looking forward to the most. Again, I'm not expecting a ton of stuff. I do think we're going to get a teaser, probably like a minute long. Like, if you look at Wonder Woman and Justice League, we got teasers for those movies a good year before their release. And they didn't show us a whole bunch of stuff, but we did get to see a bit in those things, so I feel like we will get a decent look at the film. We're obviously going to see Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne probably walking around in a few shots. I think we might see him at the very end of the trailer in the Batsuit. It's probably going to be really dimly lit, but just a good tease. Maybe we'll hear the Batman voice, I don't know. And I'm thinking the best way to end the trailer for me would have the Batmobile starting up and then just driving off. If we can just hear it and then it cuts to the logo, I think that would be a really badass trailer. Hoping we get to see Paul Dano as the Riddler, because I think that's perfect casting. I think he just looks the part very well, and I think he's going to be incredible. I'm not expecting to see the villains really. I'm kind of more so just expecting to see Batman himself, but we'll see. Very excited for the movie though. Can't wait. So yeah, that's really all I have to say in this video. Let me know what you guys thought about these the title, or the logo I should say, and the poster for the film. Are you looking forward to the Batman? What do you want to see from this movie the most? I think what I want to see personally the most is, well, obviously just a good adaptation of the Batman, but I really want that detective aspect that it seems like they're already heavily working on. I want to see really badass action sequences. I think this movie has the same fight choreographer as John Wick, so if anything, we're going to be getting great fight sequences. And I want a good, accurate representation of Gotham. That's one thing I gotta mention. I love the Dark Knight trilogy, but in those films, Gotham was just, basically just a common, generic city. In Batman Begins, the slums were kind of different, and that was an aspect of those movies I liked. Or the Narrows, I should say. But what I really want to see, I want to see, that somewhat gothic architecture, not taken too over the top like it was in Batman Returns. Just right. I want to see those neon lights in the background, the logo for Ace Chemicals. I just want to see an accurate an accurate Gotham City. If we can get that, I'll be very happy. But we'll see. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say for today. But yeah, I look forward to Saturday. I will be definitely discussing what we see with that event. I'm not going to be doing a reaction or anything like that to the event because it's 8 hours. I'm not even going to watch the event, honestly. I'll just wait for those things to be uploaded periodically, and I'll then watch them and give my thoughts. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Yeah, Batman out.